What's up everybody, it's B with Pray for Snow Auto Detailing, and I am so pumped that you're here with me in the garage today. We have a 2014 Nissan Pathfinder in Mocha stone. It is here for a full exterior and interior detailing. On the exterior, we definitely need to focus on those rims because there is a ton of brake dust that has collected over time. On the interior, we are going to let the Sandio run wild, and it is going to have a blast because it loves working hard. And we are also going to make sure to clean and protect all of the plastics, and I think it's gonna turn out so sick. Make sure that if you are not subscribed to the channel that you go down and subscribe right now so you don't miss any of this amazing detailing content. And of course, if you want to detail with me, all you got to do is go down and detail that like button. All right, let's get to it. As we get rolling into this Pathfinder detail, we are going to start with the wheels and tires. We are going to use our Meguiar's tire and wheel cleaner, of course our super sick brushes, and we're going to use a pressure washer to make sure to rinse them all off. The rears do have carpeted wheel wells, which as we know, they are super good at holding in all of that dust. So we will definitely need to rinse them a little bit more than we do these plastic ones because the plastic ones rinse off quite nice, but I think it's going to turn out sick. Oh, there's a leak. Because it always does. For the wash today, we're going to use Adam's Strip Wash because we are going to do a paint protection. We want to make sure to strip off any existing paint protection on there, and we do that by using a stripping wash. And this one is appropriately named Strip Wash. Before we get into the washing with the 2-bucket method, we got to make sure to rinse the entire vehicle. We're going to do that by using the Sunjo pressure washer. When you are pressure washing, you want to make sure to pressure wash the entire vehicle so that you don't have any debris on there, because when you hand wash it, you don't want to swirl that debris around and damage your clear coat or paint. And of course, when you use your pressure washer, you just want to make sure that you don't have it set too high because that can also damage the paint. Moving on to one of the more visually pleasing steps of every detail, we are going to foam cannon this Pathfinder. There has been a couple comments about people maybe wanting a foam cannon. I would highly recommend looking into one if you have a pressure washer. If you don't have a pressure washer, look into one of those too. The reason I like foam cannons so much is they actually spray that shampoo all over there. The shampoo bonds or grabs those dust molecules and then takes them off as it dwells, and it moves onto the ground so that you don't have to worry about scratching the vehicle. And of course, that's no guarantee, but that is the idea behind the foam cannon. So if you have a solid shampoo and of course a foam cannon, that is going to up your detailing game because they are designed for that. After the hand wash, I'm going to spray it with a foam cannon one more time just to make sure to pull any dust molecule that may have hidden from the first foam cannon episode or the hand wash. We're going to move on to the chemical decontamination step by using a product that I just got in, which is Iron X from CarPro. You remember I used Griot's Garage and I was not a fan of the smell. Product worked great, it smelled awful. Let's try this one. To chemically decontaminate the clear coat, you spray it on, let it dwell, rinse it off, and then of course we're going to move into the no-touch drying stage with the Adams Air Cannon, one of my favorite tools. I'm going to do a quick physical decontamination with the Adams Clay Mitt and the Chemical Guys Clay Lube. I will give you 2 guesses as to what paint protection product I'm going to use. I bet you'll only need one. That's right, we are going to go with Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating because I absolutely love the performance of this product and I am highly addicted to it. Somebody asked me the other day, what do I do on chrome and what do I do on exterior plastics? Simple answer, I use Adams Graphene ceramic spray coating and it works phenomenal. Check out this trim piece right here. Done with the exterior of this beautiful Nissan Pathfinder, and now we have to move on to the only thing that's left, which is, of course, the interior. We are going to begin by removing all the floor mats. We got to vacuum everything and then move on to the carpet extraction, which, as y'all know, that's one of my favorite parts of all details. And then we're going to clean and protect all the plastics. We're going to use all of the tools in the arsenal to make sure this Pathfinder is perfect. As I'm going through the vacuuming step, I make sure to dust off all of the plastics around the entire Pathfinder with a detailing brush, and I hold the vacuum close so that I can suck up anything that gets thrown into the air, and that helps to get all of the plastics prepped for their cleaning step while I'm doing the vacuuming step. Black carpets and black seats have one incredible quality in common. They hide what is truly underneath the surface. This Pathfinder was no exception. With this dark interior, the vacuuming step went okay, but there wasn't a ton of debris to vacuum up, and I did not think the extraction step would be very much fun or turn out visually epic because the car seemed really, really clean. But when I got down to the actual extraction step, I was very, very surprised and reminded just how well black interiors hide what is underneath the surface. So make sure you pay attention when we start extracting because a ton of dirt came out of those seats and it was so awesome. Perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. These black floor mats do not look that rough. When you get into the extraction step of them, you will be shocked at how much stuff extracted out of it. In a few places, it was literally straight mud, but it did not look like that when I started, which is awesome because it means it's going to look cleaner for longer, but it's also awesome because I was able to pull that mud out of there and have this Pathfinder that much cleaner for the customer. on the ever epic Bees carpet extracting scale, with 10 being dirty straight mud and 1 being clean soap and water, I would rank this Nissan Pathfinder somewhere in the neighborhood of a 5 or a 6. Now, of course, that is dependent on which area of the Pathfinder I was extracting, but the seats were really dirty and the carpet was pretty much clean. So overall, the average is that the Pathfinder is a 5 or a 6, so somewhere in the middle of the road. Whenever I'm extracting seats, I always try and do a cross-hatch pattern. The reason for this is that I seem to pull more out of the seats when I do that, so I will extract one way parallel with the seat back and then the other way perpendicular to the seat back, and I do the same thing on the seat back itself. A good example of the rate of success with this method is right here on this 40-fold seat in the middle. When I go up or perpendicular to the seat bottom, look at how much extracts out. And that was not being pulled out when I was going parallel to the seat bottom, so it turned out super epic, which is why I do the method. See, my mom did not raise a fool. I sprayed on the Ram 2500 I detailed a little while back. I sprayed the carpet cleaner out of the weed sprayer directly on the headliner while my face was underneath it. It caused lots of choking and sputtering. This time, Spray it on the microfiber rag first. Use my noodle. Let's get into the cleaning and protecting of the plastics, and of course the final step of every detail is to make sure the interior windows are clean. We clean the exterior windows as we do the paint protection. Let's look at what we've got for the products. To clean, we are going to use the APC cleaner, of course our steam cleaner, detailing brushes, and microfiber towels to wipe everything off. To protect, we are going to use 303 Aerospace Protectant with an applicating pad from Chemical Guys, detailing brush, and of course a microfiber towel to level and wipe off. To clean the glass, Chemical Guys glass cleaner with a microfiber. I really don't know if it can be considered work if you're having this much fun, right? One of the reasons I've taken to 303 Aerospace Protectant to protect all of the plastic in most of the details that I do is because it does not finish to a glossy finish. It finishes more of a matte finish, but it does protect really well. You can see on the dashboard of this Pathfinder how well that matte finish looks, as well as here on the steering wheel. One thing that I try and mentally note down at the start of every detail during the pre-detail inspection is all of the compartments like this so that I can make sure to finish, by finish of course I mean detail each of these compartments so that the car is 100% clean for the customer. Who's pumped to use CarPro Pearl? I know I am. After applying CarPro Pearl to the tires, I'm going to protect the rear trunk insert with 303 Aerospace Protectant. I'm going to work it in with a detailing brush and level and wipe off with a microfiber towel. Of course, I think this Mocha Stone paint was stunning once I applied the paint protection, and truly, thank you, customer, for letting me detail your ride. That Pathfinder detail was so sick and it turned out so awesome for the customer. But without further ado, let's get into B's top 3. Number 3. This is the armrest on the passenger door. Now in this Pathfinder, I'm not sure if it's in all Nissans, but in this Pathfinder, there was a lot more fabric than I'm used to on the car door. Usually where you rest your elbow is plastic rather than fabric, but in this case, it was fabric. I was a bit nervous on how it would turn out, but I think it turned out so epic. And for this reason, it is number 3. Number 2, y'all know I love detailing the exterior of cars, and I love how the paint protection turns out, etc. There was some sap on the front passenger quarter panel and it was really stuck on there. It didn't come off with anything else. I had to very, very carefully get it off there with a toothpick, but it turned out really epic. And look how shiny this Mocha stone paint is. Number 1, and my absolute favorite part of this Pathfinder detail, was the passenger seat in the front. There was a ton of debris just hidden under there. It did not look all that dirty when I got started, but when I started extracting, I could tell that it was going to be a chore, and it was, but it turned out so good in the end. This video clip is actually the second and third passes I made after applying the carpet cleaner and agitating with the drill brush. And even though I did 3 passes, it was absolutely awesome how much stuff came out of it with that Sandia extractor. I want you to know that I appreciate you coming to hang out with me and to enjoy this detailing awesomeness. Remember to go down and hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of this detailing greatness. Of course, if you want to detail with B, all you got to do is head down and detail the like button on this video, and I will catch you on the next one.